What's going on, everybody? I am Winston A, aka the Swaggy Blurred, and this is my instant reaction to Agatha All Along Episode 3. Now, if this is your first time here, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know every time I'm putting out new content, and please be sure to throw a like on this video if you enjoy what I have to say, man. Again, this is just an instant reaction. I just have to say, I understand that this show is being aimed at a very particular audience. It definitely is aiming for, I would argue, probably like millennial women for the most part, so women my age, a little bit younger, things like that. And that's just because this particular time period is the kind of the spooky season, and I know a lot of women that are really into like Hocus Pocus and the Coven and like all that kind of stuff. And this, as I mentioned in my other stuff, either here on Capes and Cowls, this feels like Desperate Housewives meets Hocus Pocus. It's the two of those put together, and it literally feels like the next logical step for any of those women that grew up on that and that are really into it to kind of have a fun way to do this. But that's the thing, even if that is who the target is, the writing is so well done, the acting is so well done that it gives something for everybody to genuinely enjoy. Now, you may sit here and go, "Hey, man, I'm all about that action, boss." So like, there's not enough of that for me. Cool, I totally understand that, but like, having the puzzles there, the quips back and forth, the banter, the mystery of trying to figure out what was going on, all of that is there. And in the same element of every episode really is a new mystery kind of situation that you're having, that is exactly what is going on in this show. So in this case, now that we're on the road and we've been told that each of the trials will test one of the witches and their abilities, we're going to get a new something each time. And so this particular puzzle that was going on, I thought was really great. It was cool to see the actual making of a potion. That's about as far as I'll go as far as a spoiler, because I want to go into anything further than that. But to see them working together, to see the person in charge of that have to step up and whatnot, I find it very fascinating. I found myself laughing. I found myself looking forward to seeing what all of these witches will look like, if they finish their quest. What does this look like as far as their full powers? And again, I can't think of a better cast here. Genuinely, I'm very, very impressed with Kathryn Hahn. I always have been. Sasheer Zamata has been one of my favorites out of SNL. And has been absolutely crushing it in a lot of different projects she's done ever since she left the show. So she's crushing it here as well. But every single actress and actor in this show is bringing something unique to it, even to the point where, I'll be honest with you, I did not like the team the first two episodes. I thought it was a little much personally, and just felt more of like an archetype of a kind of Gen Z teenager right now. But now I fully feel like the character feels real. Still can be a little over the top for me at times, but feels a little bit more real, and I find it very interesting. It feels like whatever his identity will ultimately be, I feel like we're being fed a red herring right now. I think we're being told it's gonna be A, when those of us that know comics know that it's gonna be B. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they do retcon it to be that it is A, as they're alluding to, that'll be an interesting twist, and I'm very curious how that all is going to work out and how you explain that. Only other minor spoiler, just because it was all over the internet when it happened anyway, obviously you had the mention of Mephisto actually in the show this time, instead of just all of us constantly going, "Is it Mephisto? I bet it's Mephisto. It's gonna be Mephisto. It must be Mephisto. It's Mephisto, right? It's definitely Mephisto. That's Mephisto." Like, we actually got a name drop of character this time. So, will Mephisto actually make an appearance? That's a very good question. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But with all that, man, like I said, I'm in it. I'm truly enjoying it, and I'm curious to just see where this journey goes. I've been tricked before. I know there are people that like. I was personally enjoying She-Hulk. I think the only thing that really took me fully out of it was the ending. I was not a fan of the Kevin thing. I thought, or the Feige, whatever it was. I thought it was a funny concept, but I wanted an actual resolution. So like, if she had that like discussion with Kevin and was like, "No, it's not just gonna be a bang bang, shoot him up, like punch him in the face. I want to do it my own way." Okay, this is supposed to be a legal comedy right, then fine, take them to court and like litigate the final case instead of just, oh, and then you're arrested and you go to therapy and whatever. I really hope we don't end up with a situation where I'm feeling this show, people are feeling this show, but then the ending feels hollow, because that felt hollow to me. I understand people that didn't like it from top to bottom, but I was rocking with it for what was going on there. I think, oh my God, why can I not remember her name? Tatiana Maslany, that's what it is. I thought that she was doing an incredible job. I love the whole Madison with two eyes, not what you think they are. Like I found all that shit funny, man. I genuinely didn't see a problem with it, but the ending did not work for me. It did not work. You fully lost me. I was one of the few people that was on board, and then I was like, nope, this is So I really hope that is not what ends up happening here, because I even feel that people felt WandaVision was super strong, but then the ending just kind of also bang bang shoot 'em up, like Marvel fight. Not that you don't want Marvel fights in your Marvel show, it just kind of lowest common denominator sort of situation, and we really want to make sure that we have something like really solid here. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I'm really getting at one way or the other. But with all that being said, let me know what you're thinking so far about Agatha All Along. Let me know down in the comments. And again, as I said before, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a like on this video. I'm covering this and The Penguin right now, as well as my show, The Blurred Breakdown. So you don't want to miss all of that, and obviously the other projects I work on, Capes and Cows, Game Time, Spill the Tequila, all of that good stuff. You don't want to miss it, man. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one, man.